Hey everybody, it's Cool Trainer Rob, and today's video is going to be about fake and resealed packs. So, a lot of the ways that I've been able to identify fake or resealed packs in the past is just having I suppose, a good mental image of what the packs should look like. And I've acquired that good mental image by opening and dealing with these booster packs for a lot of years. And I know for younger collectors that's not something that's necessarily possible, as a lot of these vintage booster packs are extremely expensive, so it wouldn't be unusual for somebody to not have many of them passing through their hands nowadays. And I totally understand that. So beyond that, some of the ways that I'm able to identify a fake booster pack are, I suppose, inconsistencies in the color of the printing on the booster pack itself. Other times it can be the quality of the printing, and what I mean by that is like text might be especially blurry, things might be extremely off-center, and what makes this all kind of risky is even authentic packs can have artwork that's a little bit blurry. And I know that might be confusing or make you think like, oh, well, how am I ever going to be able to tell the difference if they can be blurry as well? You know, you just want to have a couple of them come through your hands. And hopefully if I make enough of these videos, I'll be able to show many different types of packs, and you can learn how to identify them by simply just watching me point out what I find as being inconsistencies or things that make these packs fake. So I think we should actually get started there. And the first pack we're going to be looking at is this Neogenesis Meganium booster pack. And, you know, just at first glance, the colors are wrong. That yellowish greenish that and pretty much makes up the background, that's a little bit too light in my opinion. The blue and red box around trading card game looks just a little bit off to me, as well as the colors for the Pokemon logo itself. You know, if you've seen that Pokemon logo plenty of times, you know how rich those that blue and yellow color is supposed to be. On top of that, the most glaring issues are the crimps. You know, the top crimp is just, everything about it looks bad. I mean, the smoothness at the top, that's way too much smooth material. And then where the crimp is actually sealed looks just extremely wrinkled and isn't very uniform or neat looking. The crimps at the bottom are a little bit better of an imitation, but they still look really terrible, right? So the way the crimp extends all the way to the end of the pack, it shouldn't do that. It should have the crimp and then a smooth area before reaching the end of the pack. So what we can do is take a look at this real one. See, this looks a whole lot better. You can see the background doesn't have such large lines through it. The colors are more rich. You can see the outlines of some stars around the Pokemon logo. The colors look good. The Neogenesis logo and the 11 additional game cards logo looks much nicer. The colors are more red, they're deeper. So we can also take a look at both of them side by side. And when you've got them side by side, that's the most powerful way, in my opinion, to spot a fake, right? So looking here, like I was saying, the trading card game logo looks blurry, the colors are washed out. All the colors everywhere actually are washed out, except for the Meganium itself, which is a little darker, which is kind of funny to me. And as you can see what I was talking about with the crimps, look at the bottom crimp of each pack. You can see what I mean by there's those ridges toward the bottom of the real pack, and then there's smooth material before the end of the pack. And on the fake pack, it doesn't do that. The reason they do that, by the way, is that it's a little bit harder to replicate, right? If you're going to iron down the ends of this booster pack to make a fake pack, it would be difficult for you to do that without ironing all the way down. And that's why the real pack is crimped the way it is. So let's move on. Oh, here we have some XY Evolutions booster packs. And, you know, at first glance, I know what authentic XY Evolutions booster packs look like, and, you know, this isn't it. And once again, that's because I've had a whole lot of XY Evolutions packs pass through my hands. But one glaring issue that I can just tell you, if you've never seen XY Evolution packs, you can already tell these are fake because of the way the crimps are shaped. See how it's got that kind of, I don't know how to explain that, like the sharp teeth at the ends of each pack on the crimps. No Pokemon packs have ever come with that style of crimping. So the next picture here we'll look at, see we've got an art set of the actual XY Evolution booster packs, and you can see the crimps are what we expect. You know, it's that ridges type texture with a smooth bit before the end. The artwork is also entirely different. So here's the Blastoise pack up close. You can see the differences are marked, right? They're very obvious. It's not the same artwork by a long shot. I mean, one of these looks real and the other one looks like something you would see at a flea market, to be honest. And that's not me trying to badmouth flea markets, but it's just legitimately I see a lot of fake packs like these at flea markets. So next, this is a jungle pack from the Wizards of the Coast days, and you know, I couldn't tell you if this was an authentic or just a resealed wrapper, and to me that doesn't really matter. I don't really care, you know. Once I look at this and I see it's resealed or that it's something isn't right about the pack, then there's no way I'm gonna buy it at all. So to me it doesn't really matter if it's a resealed pack or just an inauthentic pack from a flea market or otherwise. That doesn't make a difference to me so long as I already know that the integrity of the pack is compromised. So the big way to tell here, you can look at that top crimp. The ridges aren't right. They go too close to the edge of the pack. You can also see the crimps don't have the, I don't know how to explain it, the ridges don't have the right texture. Like, you can look at these and they don't look like, if you were to touch them, they wouldn't feel very obvious or pronounced. I guess that's the best way to put it. So right here we've got an authentic Flareon pack. You can see that the ridges of the crimps once again are extremely telling on, well, what's authentic and what isn't. So here's both of them next to each other, and you know, once again, the best way to tell the difference is when you've got them right up next to each other. So the colors don't look right at all. So this is probably a counterfeit pack, not even resealed. It's just fake from the get-go. The colors don't make sense. They're too dark, and the crimping is just terrible. So moving on. Here we've got a long crimp base set Charizard pack. And I mean, right off the bat, these crimps look ridiculous. Crimps have never looked like this on any English language Pokemon booster pack. You know what's funny though is these crimps look a little similar to Japanese booster packs, but they still just don't look quite right. So right here is a authentic Charizard pack, and I understand that the fake pack, here we can look at them side by side, I understand that the fake pack is emulating a shadowless pack. I didn't really realize that until I had already gotten to this point in making my video, but that is okay. So it doesn't make a difference. We can look at each pack. What you need to know, the most important thing, is that the crimps aren't right. The crimps on all long crimp base set packs look like the picture to the right. They have ridges that go long ways, just like that, and at the bottom, you know, there's the texture for the crimps there, and then a smooth area at the bottom, same with the top. You can also see where you would hang this on a hook. The shape of that hole is entirely different. Even though the hole for the long crimp pack on the right hasn't been punched out, you can see that it's more oblong shaped. So let's move on. Here we've got some base set 2 packs, and this is like an art set of them, and once again, the crimping at the top is like, I mean, just hilariously fake. That just looks terrible. I mean, the crimping not only is on the silver part, but it extends onto the artwork. And then the crimps are entirely different at the bottom. The ridges look really flat and ghost-like. They look like if you were to touch them, you wouldn't feel those ridges with your fingertip, and that's something you should always feel. Those ridges should feel very pronounced to you. So over here is a real pack, and now we can look at them next to each other. Obviously, the crimping is just completely different. Once again, that's one thing you'll notice in almost all fake packs. The crimping just looks extremely sus. And let's look at the background of this purple. You can see there's the fighting logo, the fighting energy logo, the different energy logos in the background. They show up a whole lot more pronounced on the fake pack. And then on the real pack, they're very subtle, you know, it's like a subtle decorative choice, you know. It doesn't stand out a lot, it's part of the background. But once again, it's given away by terrible crimps, and I don't even know what to call this. Like, the colors on the fake pack are extremely saturated. So let's move on. And I think this is our last pack we're gonna talk about here, at least for this video. If you like this video and you wanna see more like it, then let me know. But here's a Neo Discovery pack, and once again, it's got the sharp, tooth-like edges on the pack, and no English Pokemon cards come this way. I'm not sure if any other language do, but in English, I know we don't ever have them come this way. And once again, the crimps look ridiculous. They're all crooked, they're sloppy. The texture of them isn't right. Here's an authentic pack. Once again, it looks much more clean, it's nicer. Here's them next to each other, so you can see the artwork on the left is super blurry. The Neo Discovery logo is almost unreadable. The color on the 11 additional game cards logo is not really solid, and the text is kind of weird looking. It's like close, but not quite there. The trading card game logo is blurry, and it's not shaped the right way. And the Pokemon logo itself just looks, I don't know, like off-center with the different printings. Like there's a shadow of it where they might have started printing and then everything shifted. I'm not sure. It just looks terrible, and you can tell the one to the right is authentic because we've got these nice looking crimps and the colors look right. The printing is sharp. So that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you liked this. It's something that I've wanted to make for a long time, and I'll probably make more videos just like this where I find more examples of fake packs or fake product, and I can compare it to real product and point out the various signs that I use myself to identify fake from real product. And I hope this helps you make educated decisions in the future and not end up with something that makes you unhappy because you bought fake product. So be sure to like, comment, or subscribe. I appreciate you watching my videos. Until next time, thank you.